Well, hello and welcome back, my bottle language buddies. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the bottle language guy, and welcome to episode 62 of the Jesus Enrique Rosas show. We are live through YouTube on the Jesus Enrique Rosas channel. Also on X and Kinesics and on Rumble as well in the Jesus Enrique Rosas channel too. And remember that we are on Spotify, where you can listen or download this show for your listening pleasure after the show ends, and also on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, and iHeartRadio. Everywhere. There's no way that you cannot listen to this show. And remember to download my free 100 body language tips in the description of this video, and you will be subscribed to my awesome emails as well. Anyway, the best way, easiest way to support my channel is to just like and subscribe wherever you are. It's that simple. It's that simple. Jesus Nation. We are Jesus Nation, and we are active. We are ready to begin. The live chat is already on fire. And in case you don't know the mechanics of this show, well, it's very simple. We have a live show and anything can happen. That is the idea. Being spontaneous is one of the things that this show, anything can happen. I will be keeping an eye on your comments, the best comments. I will just go out of my way to read them and, well, share them here on the screen. And afterwards, after this show ends, every single topic will be distributed to my 4 YouTube channels. I have 4 YouTube channels. The Jesus Enrique Rosas one, the Royal Rogue, anything Meghan Markle is going to be on the Royal Rogue. The Power Pundit is making a comeback. You remember my Power Pundit channel where this show began? Where my Power Pundit, that's where, for example, today is where you're going to be talking about Hegseth hearing. That hearing, those comments about that hearing, if we talk about body language, then I will share this video here, that video here. If it's more about politics, it's gonna be on the Power Pundit channel. At the same time, if we talk anything about pop culture, then that's gonna be on my Scene Surgeon channel. 4 channels, so you can watch, you can mix and match, you can subscribe to them all, you can subscribe to just 1 or 2. It's your choice. The best way is just like and subscribe. Go for it. What happened yesterday? Somebody is asking. Emily Joe. Yesterday, it was something that happened with my internet connection. First time it happens. I have a very stable internet connection. I was talking to people from Ecamm software, which is the software that I use for these shows, and they told me, yes, Jesus, it was your internet connection that had issues. I'm pretty sure that it's not going to happen again. I just checked everything. Will try to, restart my computer at the beginning if that makes a difference. But it is the first time. I know I have done literally hundreds of live streams by this point, hundreds, and it's the first time it happens. But well, let's hope that it happen. We had a members only live stream last night, late into the night. I made some network tests with my members of my channel privately, so to not embarrass myself in front of everybody. And well, we figured out a way to react in those situations. So I think that we will be fine no matter what happens. So we are about to begin. Let's talk about this. Tidbits first, some very short tidbits. Lee Harris, 12 world leaders have been invited to Trump's inauguration. Keir Starmer has not been invited. I would like to know why. Why the discrimination with two-tier Keir? Why? Why is this? This is what happens when you put people in prison for hurtful words on social media, crash the economy, put farmers out of business, kill pensioners, refuse an inquiry into Pakistani rape gangs, send activists to campaign for Kamala, snub Elon Musk, and slack of Trump. Well, that is quite a lot. Now I understand. I got the message. Why? I hope that Keir gets the message as well. I'm sure that he's going to be complaining. And this is also important. There are no words to describe this from Wall Street Apes. Journalist goes to Los Angeles Fire Department repair yard and was able to record just how many vehicles are waiting to be repaired. Endless amounts of vehicles that could be used to fight the Pacific Palisades fires. Gavin Newsom must resign. And there's the video here. We don't need the music or anything. We just see the video, and effectively there's this yard where all of these vehicles are waiting for repair. It would have been helpful if there had been money to repair these vehicles and not money sent to, host illegal immigrants and give them not only the free housing, but all the commodities, because, they come first before Americans. For some reason, I don't know. We're talking about California. California is quite crazy in this kind of stuff, but I don't know. I hope that it seems. I've heard rumors. These are rumors that people are thinking of voting Republican next time. Let's see if we can make California great again. Let's see if we can make California great again. And this is, basically, okay, I have this comment here. Debbie, I missed your body language analysis, Jesus. Why do you miss my body language analysis, Debbie? I did one yesterday. And again, I will make sure that my body language analysis, I have tried to do one body language analysis every day. I did one yesterday of Gavin Newsom. And the day before that one, I did one of the Los Angeles Mayor Bass. And I tried to do one body language analysis a day just to make things a bit more organized. That's why body language analysis, things that have to do with body language, or maybe a bit of insanity, human psychology, are going to be in this channel. The live show is going to be about everything. But I'm going to classify these clips into all the 4 channels. But as often, David, you are asking too much. These are the rules of my game. This is my I want to talk about other topics. You know that at some point I said, okay, I can talk about some other topic that interests me as well. So maybe you can just, I'm going to subscribe to the Jesus Enrique Rosas channel exclusively for the body language analysis. It's just an idea. Oh, my pleasure, Debbie. So, Kaisen de Asiedu. So let me get this straight. An illegal immigrant was arrested by citizens, not the police. It was in Los Angeles regarding the fires. He was already on probation, meaning he had already been arrested before the LA fires by the police. During the LA fires, he was caught near a fire with a blowtorch. He's not being charged by the police with arson due to lack of probable cause. He won't be deported because of California's sanctuary laws and most likely will just be released back into the city. Yesterday, Gavin Newsom committed $50 million of taxpayer money to protect illegal immigrants from deportation. How about that? If you wonder why people take conspiracy theories seriously, there you have it. Extreme incompetence is indistinguishable from malevolence. Yeah, this is pretty much malevolence. What are we going to do about this? What is California? What is California going to do about this? We need to do something about this worldwide. And somebody who has decided not to do something twice was Michelle Obama, who just announced she will not attend Donald Trump's inauguration after also missing Jimmy Carter's funeral. Why? Why, Michelle? That, I don't know. I made a joke on my ex account about this. This takes balls from Michelle. I guess she's got what it takes to, snub the orange man twice. This is a bit rude. It's a bit rude. Why would you act this way if your party is the party of joy and I don't know, becoming united and no, it's the party of division, right? It's the Democrats with D of division and Michelle with a D of no. Forget about that. I was thinking out loud. So we are ready to begin. Well, let's highlight your lovely live chat because it's your chat, because you're the ones chatting right now. We have some breaking news about the future of social media. I don't know if this is true, but I'm going to report on this anyway. I will report on this anyway. It seems that Elon Musk is somehow interested in buying TikTok. You know that TikTok is on the verge of a meltdown because they are going to close operations in the United States. They're going to be banned in the United States. And this ban, of course, for business, being the United States one of the most valuable markets worldwide in terms of not only the amount of people that the United States has, but also the money to spend that advertisers have to spend, the money that advertisers have to spend in the United States. China weighs sale of TikTok US to Musk as a possible option. That would be the only option. This was reported on Bloomberg. Is this another red herring? Very strange if that's so, because I don't know. This could be a possibility. Why hasn't Elon said anything about this? You know, that guy is just the GOAT, and I don't mean the greatest of all time. I mean a literal GOAT, like crazy as a GOAT in terms of X. He shares literally everything. So why hasn't he shared anything about this? Chinese officials are evaluating a potential option that involves Elon Musk acquiring the U.S. operations of TikTok if the company fails to fend off a controversial ban on the short video app, according to people familiar with the matter. Well, if this happens, can you imagine the amount of power that Elon would have, not only with X, which is basically the news right now? We are the news. We are the ones who are reporting the news. I use X exclusively, or I exclusively use X for research for my shows. And you would say, oh, but X has a lot of misinformation. Yeah, of course, there's a lot of misinformation. There's a lot of people making stuff in there. You have to do your due diligence as well. But also taking your news from TikTok, you could be a bit dangerous or reckless, or, well, you have to go to the actual sources. You have to go to the actual sources. I saw, for example, today some fake news that Elon Musk was supposedly suing Mark Hamill. I saw that in Spanish, and I said, "Wow, this is big." And then when I went to look for that, I didn't find those news anywhere. I didn't see that lawsuit anywhere, and I didn't see Elon Musk having a feud with Mark Hamill, and much less now that Mark Hamill has left X. So you have to be careful with what you see, what you read in every social media. Again, it would be nice if Elon takes control of this platform, even if I don't think that the Chinese government, the CCP, is going to allow this. I think this is another red herring. But this is my theory. A potential high-profile deal with one of Trump's closest allies holds some appeal for the Chinese government. I don't know how that would be appealing for the Chinese government. The contrary. Which is expected to have some say over whether TikTok is ultimately sold, say the people. Musk spent more than $250 million supporting Trump's re-election and has been tapped for a prominent role in improving government efficiency after the Republican takes office. My idea is that this is not going through. This is too much hassle, although you know that Elon always loves a challenge. Under one scenario that's been discussed by the Chinese government, Musk X, the former Twitter, would take control of TikTok US and run the businesses together, the people said. At the same time, it would make sense because you know that Elon wants to make X the everything app. And one thing that X doesn't have is, well, and in this case, a solid video support. You can upload your videos. I uploaded my Gavin Newsom body language analysis video to X. It was doing very well, have to say it, for a video of 18 minutes, which is not something usual on X. It has more than 40,000 views, which is great, and 73 comments. This are solid numbers. But the thing that we actually need is an actual search option in any of these platforms. Search for the information. That's what we need. I don't see how there could be a merge, and I don't see how the Chinese government would allow Elon to have access to the algorithm of TikTok, which is pretty much the secret sauce. The secret sauce of TikTok is the algorithm, the way the algorithm recommends content to you, and that's why the platform became so popular, of the ability of the platform to guess what do you want and of course give that to you every time you don't even know if you want it. Chinese officials have yet to reach any firm consensus about how to proceed, and their deliberations are still preliminary, the people said. It's not clear how much ByteDance knows about the Chinese government discussions or whether TikTok and Musk have been involved. It's also unclear whether Musk, TikTok, and ByteDance have held any talks about the terms of any possible deal. My idea as well is that if this was fake or untrue, we would already have a tweet from Elon to say, this is not true. It's that simple. Elon would come out and say, oh, this is made up. I'm just gonna check his timeline just in case that I'm tweeting all this. No, he hasn't tweeted. He hasn't tweeted anything about this. He's totally silent about this, which is, yeah, 100%. This guy is connected to X virtually 24/7, even asleep. So if this was fake, he would have already, oh no, this is not happening. This is not happening. But again, my idea of an actual ecosystem, of a healthy ecosystem of social media, if an ecosystem where we can access what is going on, and X is very good at that. TikTok is pretty much. I remember that Meghan Lillywhite on X said at some point that she installed TikTok, and she realized that she began scrolling and going on TikTok, and it was quote unquote fun, but after 1 hour, she couldn't actually remember anything worthwhile in 1 hour of scrolling. So it's basically only video snacks. Oh, this is so cool. Oh, this is so cool. Oh, this is so cool. Then 1 hour has passed, and you remember any of the names of the people that you saw there, or you remember anything particular? Maybe, not gonna lie, some artists can get their tunes out there in a very efficient way. Instagram could be helpful for that, but the big question here is misinformation. So many people after misinformation on any platform, and this is the answer to misinformation. Make critical thinking great again. Put the power in the minds of the people. Do not try to take the information from oh no, we have to protect people. No, you try to teach people how to think, and that will be the better solution for all. But I would like to know what you think about this in the comments. Let's see the live chat right now. And we switch on, we move very swiftly on to the next topic. We have a couple topics here. Let me see which one we can touch right now. And let's see, when we talk about misinformation, We need to talk about Democrats, of course. And Democrats have, it's not only the Democrats, but also the voters, the people who vote for these people, and the people who advocate for these people as well. And in this case, we got a very fun headlines such as this. Julia Roberts says, F you to looters as 10 million homes continue to be robbed during LA fires. Julia Roberts, oh my God. You remember Julia, right? I don't mean the movies, of course. So many movies that we can remember of her. But is tired of being politically correct. Nails it very well. George Clooney, Joe Biden, Julia Roberts, Barack Obama. Oh yeah, looting is wrong, and Republicans have been screaming about criminals for 4 years now. For 4 years now. What is this? Julia Roberts says, F you to looters as 10 million homes continue to be robbed during LA fires. This looting, at least 2 looters or 3 looters have been apprehended, and they are facing life in jail. It is. I think that when it comes to LA, they are not messing around. It is my understanding. I just saw that. Again, I have not verified that information. Julia Roberts delivered a spicy comment to criminals who are preying on the vulnerable during the LA fires. On Monday, the Pretty Woman star took to Instagram with a rare remark. Everybody thinks about Pretty Woman when we talk about Julia Roberts. We could talk about the Pelican Brief. We could talk about Steel Magnolias. Which other Julia Roberts movie could we think about? I don't know. A few looters, wrote the mother of 3, who is married to movie cinematographer Danny Motor. Indeed, looters are still targeting empty mansions in the 10 million range that have been left unsupervised as families evacuate. In many areas, the fire alarms are off because the power is out, and police are not accessing the areas easily due to fire hazards. And wait a second, how can the looters access the area and the police cannot? A strange question, right? A strange question. This comes as California Governor Gavin Newsom, sorry, I read it bad, accused the tech billionaire Elon Musk of encouraging looting. Oh my God. And this is, it's like George Alexopoulos says, guess criminals should have been thrown into prison instead of released. Yes. And Robbie Starbuck has some receipts for this. Oh yeah, Erin Brockovich, I remember that movie. Very good movie, by the way. Very good movie. When you give this much money to the Democrats who have make looting so easy to do, you lose your right to pretend you have an issue with it. Oh, they were dressed as firefighters. Yeah, I saw that some of them were caught. They were dressed as firefighters. Yeah, and how did they? Oh yeah, maybe they got caught because there are so few firefighters that maybe the police saw a bunch of firefighters like, what are you doing in here? There's supposed to be no firefighters in here. The fire's already gone. Everything is burned to the ground. You should be fighting the fires, where everything is in ashes. And Robbie Starbuck brought these receipts. Roberts Julia F. Donated to the Arizona Democratic Party, $8,000. DNC Services, $41,000. What else? Harris Victory Fund, $500,000. $500,000 to the Harris Victory Fund. Well, that didn't work. No victory. No victory, no fund. Utah State Democratic Committee, Nevada State Democratic Party, Democratic Party of Hawaii. It's interesting. It's always the same. Is there some kind of message in these numbers? It's always the same number. Well, almost the same number. Is this some kind of conspiracy theory, as some of you have mentioned in the comments? What? Why is it always the same? Why is it always the same? Constantine Tio, I see you sending your super chats. Constantine, I already did the analysis of Trump and Obama on a video. Check the videos on my channel. Thank you for your super chat. I saw that you sent 2 of them. Check the videos on my channel. I already did that one. But that's why in the headlines I said Julia is doing a woke FAFO. F around, find out. Julia, you were promoting Black Lives Matter and maybe you were okay with, the mostly peaceful protests. You were okay and promoting the mostly peaceful protests. I don't know. That's what you get. That's what you get. Memes, of course, are abound. Jasmine Budge, Julia Roberts when someone is looting another neighborhood for social justice. And Julia Roberts when someone is looting her neighborhood. What kind of birthday is that, Salsila? What kind of number? I don't know. Check for me. But what kind of number would be that for a birthday? I don't know. Maybe it's a message. That she sent, like the message that Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez was sending so many times. They don't have money, so they feel like they need to shoplift some bread or go hungry or jewelry or Gucci bags or, the Nike shoes. Maybe they need the Nike shoes to be able to go and shoplift for the bread. I don't know. That that is the kind of stuff that we have to deal. And speaking of Black Lives Matter, that Julia so vehemently endorsed, tragedy strikes twice for BLM founder Patrisse Cullors as 2 of her 3 Los Angeles mansions are consumed by wildfires. Oh, this is so, I don't know. This is poetic justice. Isn't that a movie, by the way? I think there's a poetic justice movie from 1993. I almost forgot. I was Tupac Shakur was on that one. Constantine Tio. Tio became a member right now. Welcome, Tio. You have access to my exclusive members only videos and my exclusive after shows as well. So this is what you get when you defend these policies. What did you expect? If this is catch and release, Julia, all the time? You catch the criminals, and you release them. And you catch them again, and you release them, and you pray that they don't kill somebody, like happened to Lake and Riley. Yeah, it's like I don't know what to tell you, but so many of these celebrities, we are thankful that they are irrelevant right now, and their political opinions are more than irrelevant. They will never raise their head again about politics. I'm quite sure about that, or at least hopeful about that. But I would like to know what you think about this in the comments. Let's highlight the greatest live chat in the history of the world right now here on the Jesus Enrique Rosa Show. So many of you saying hi. I'm keeping an eye on all your comments. I'm keeping an eye. Wow, Constantine. Yeah, did LA burn down to cover for Diddy's secrets? I don't know. Somebody should have backed up those tapes. Somebody should have backed up those tapes to the cloud. Maybe the cloud burned as well. Who knows? We are not completely sure about that. We are not completely sure about that. What we are 100% sure, we are 100% sure that the meteorite, something, Gabriel blowing the trumpets, the end of the world, Armageddon, cannot come soon enough. I mean, what is this? Is kind of stuff. OF model Bonnie Blue says she has broken the world record by sleeping, quote unquote, with more than 1,057 men in just 12 hours. And I saw this. I saw this this morning, and you know that I'm a numbers guy. I'm not only the body language guy and the common sense guy. I am a numbers guy. But I did not want to do the calculations myself because I was feeling especially lazy this morning. So I asked ChatGPT. You know, this is what the AI is good for, and I asked ChatGPT in the most politically correct way possible, of course. If you bake 1,057 pies in 12 hours, how many minutes did it take to bake every pie if only one pie could be inside the oven at a time? Just give me the answer, please. I don't want much details. And ChatGPT still gave me some calculations. He guess it wanted to show its mathematical progress to find how many minutes it took to bake each pie. Total minutes, 12 hours per 60 minutes. That's 720 minutes divided by 1,057 pies. That is less than 1 minute per pie. Please give me the answer in seconds. And the answer is an average 41 seconds. 41 seconds. What the F? 41 seconds to bake each pie. So each one of these pies spent just between 30 seconds and 1 minute inside the oven. How is that possible? Because you have to count the time it takes you to put the pie inside the oven and taking that out. That is roughly 1 second. So let's say that is 30 seconds each pie. And this record, you would have to watch a 12-hour video to confirm that is real. And now it's the most uncomfortable question that I've had asked in all 2025. Who's gonna watch that 12-hour video? Well, I know that a lot of perverts like to watch pies being cooked really fast. I don't think that's not long enough to be cooked. That is half-baked pies. That is half-baked pies. How? This is a very good question. This is a very, very, very good question, Lisa Jane. What about prepping the pie? Because the pie has to be, ready to be put inside the oven. And you need people working on those pies before you put them inside the oven. This, oh my God, I'm getting, my God. This is gross. I don't want to know how that kitchen smelled. I'm sure it smelled like, I don't know. It's like I remember this when one of the actors of Austin Powers, Gold Member, was saying how Fat Albert was that character. The Scottish guy was really fat. It was a fat suit. And some of the actors said that it smelled like an egg that you left inside the arsehole of a dead horse for many days. So you can imagine that the kitchen where those pies were half-baked, that smelled like that. That's made like that. You know that I need to make fun of this. I need, we need to bring back shaming again. We need to bring back hoe shaming again. This has to be. She's got some words. I haven't watched this video. The video that you're about to watch, I haven't watched this. I didn't have time to watch it. I'm going to react to whatever she says about this. I hope this is safe for work. I guess so. Smells like burning tissue. Oh my God. We need to bring back. Slut shaming. Heavy slut shaming. What did she say? Well, at least she says taking, not sleeping with, because sleeping that's not actually sleeping.
Like after taking 1,000 men, less than 12.
No. So sorry. I'm not gonna go into details. We were talking about pies.
Oh, wow.
We could talk about bunnies, kittens, puppies. I don't know. Besides this, oh my God, this is how. Yeah, I think we need to go back to the body language, but I don't want to. Maybe we can turn off everything. We can turn off the words, the sound, everything. Oh yeah, much better. That's much better. Yeah, your soul is completely gone. Your soul is completely gone. You are not here. You have been completely, not even Satan wants anything to do with you. I don't know what kind of cauldron is the one that is reserved for you down there. And once they use that cauldron on you, they're going to throw that away. When you go down to hell and you spend, 5 minutes in that cauldron, or I don't know, the time that you're going to spend, Satan is going to throw the cauldron away. Burn it down. He's going to throw that into the Mordor volcano. Because it's the only way that it could be, redeemed, that cauldron. Yeah, can we see puppies and kittens instead? We should. This is outrageous. This is outrageous. We need to bring back bullying, shaming, everything again. I'm not gonna play her words, what she says. I don't want to read captions. I don't. No. Even that robe, that robe has been through some things, unspeakable things. I told you, and these are not man-made things beyond our comprehension. Final words about this disease-ridden topic. Thanks to Amit Shah parody that share this comment from Miss Silver 355 on YouTube. People always say that Thanos was right, but he still wanted to keep half of the universe. Ultron was on the internet for 5 seconds and realized it all needed to go. Yeah, Ultron was right. Some of you are saying, no way, she is 25. She looks 45. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to talk about those dynamics. We could keep talking about pies and ovens, but boy, no. Let's switch to what you say in the live chat, because I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say. That robe is crying. That robe is trying to contain all the bad juju. Bad juju. No. This is a thing. We need to make fun of this. It is necessary. It is necessary, because so many women are thinking that this is a viable thing. No, it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. How are you going to celebrate 1,000 pies in 12 hours? 41 seconds. 41 seconds. Some of you are arriving. Oh my gosh, man. Her punani must look like raw hamburger. Fuck's sake. That's not a robe, that's just all smeg. Subordinate, no. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's horrible for the human race. No. I should this is way too much. This is way too much. We have seen things. We have seen things. Let me see how well, Pete Hegseth is in still his hearing, I understand. Still let me see, just make sure that what is the latest developments. I have a couple videos of Pete Hegseth in here that we should check. Just in case, I'm going to check the latest developments. So we can check the last second, last minute. Okay, yeah, let's see some interesting things here. Pete Hegseth just announced that thousands of troops who were fired over the experimental COVID vaccine will be apologized to and reinstated with pay and rank. Very nicely. I'm going to cheat, and I'm going to add that to my show right now before we talk about Pete Hegseth and his body language as well. We're talking about body language. Oh, finally. But this is important for all the troops who didn't want to get the shot. Okay, and see, we're gonna do it here. And we're gonna begin with Pete Hegseth in a minute. We're gonna play a couple videos. Make sure how long are they? I'm gonna play a couple of videos to so his body language and how he's defending himself. 1 hour 1 hour ago. Let me see what is the latest developments, and we're ready to begin. All right, so ready to begin. Ready to begin with the topic. So Pete Hegseth is in his hearing to check if he's going to be appointed, he's going to be approved. And there are a couple of videos that we should be analyzing, both from a body language perspective and also from his statements. What can we expect from this? What is he standing for? And why is there so much friction from the deep state that don't want him right there? Unlimited else. Pete Hegseth torches left-wing media smears at his Senate Armed Services Committee hearing. Our left-wing media in America today sadly doesn't care about the truth. And this is one of the most important problems that plague whatever that we are doing. That's why we are here. We are the media now. All they were out to do, Mr. Chairman, was to destroy me. And that is a given for every single person who has tried to do something for the United States. Let's listen to this.
So from story after story in the media, left-wing media, we saw anonymous source after anonymous source based on second or third-hand accounts. And time again, stories would come out and people would reach out to me and say, you know, I've spoken to this reporter about who you really are, and I was willing to go on the record.
You notice
But
that the way that
they
he
didn't
speaks,
print
he
my
makes
quote.
sure to
They didn't
make
print
pauses.
any of my
The
quotes.
pauses give weight to his speech. He wants to make sure that people get his ideas. He's using short sentences, using the very plain vocabulary, and he's making sure to keep his attacks to the left-wing media very precise. He tried to be on the record, and he was misquoted every single time or taken out of context.
Or I've worked with you for 10 years.
Okay,
I'm
seeing that I have an issue we will have to have an issue with the sound. Again, let me see. As usual. Okay, we have a technical issue. Wait a second. You know that
For 10 years.
This happens in this live show. This happens every now and then. I'm going to show you the live chat because I'm going to show you. Yeah, we have a problem. Houston, we have a problem. Nothing that we cannot solve in what? 3 minutes. 3 minutes, and we can start again. Yeah, the sound of the video is out of sync. It should work when I just reload the app, and we start the bit Hegseth section again. Why not? You know that this show has had so many problems in every. I am not saying I will not say that in every single show. But you know that one of the things that this show has is that you help me with your patience. Will solve every single of these issues when they arise. Let me see if the sound is nice.
Instead, a small.
Okay, now it's working. Now it's working. I'm going to go back to the moment that he is beginning to speak. So we pick up from there. We have a super chat. Thank you, Jenny, for pointing that out. Oye, ¿cómo va? Mi ritmo bueno pa cosa lugarta. Oh my God, Oscar. Yeah, you know how it is. You know how it is. You were talking about the pies in the oven. You were talking about the pies in the oven. Well, we're ready to go back to the Pete Hegseth video. Let's take it from there. Let's take it from there. Speak up from there. So why not? Less than 3 minutes. I told you. 3, 2, 1, and play again and listen to what he has to say.
So from story after story in the media, left-wing media, we saw anonymous source after anonymous source based on second or third-hand accounts. And time again, stories would come out and people would reach out to me and say, you know, I've spoken to this reporter about who you really are, and I was willing to go on the record. But they didn't print my quote. They didn't print any of my quotes. Or I've worked with you for 10 years, or I was your accountant, or I was your chief operating officer, or I was your board member.
What he was referring to how the left-wing media, it's not that misquoted him, but rather that so many people were reaching out to the media to say that I know him personally. I have worked with him. I've treated him. I know the guy. And they really tried to vouch for him. But you know how it is the left-wing media in this case. They try to just destroy and, let's say, modify and misinterpret, maybe act in bad faith about this, about him, about his actual reputation, about what other people were saying about him in a positive way. And well, I think that's not fair. I think that's not
Your
fair.
board member, or I was with you on 100 different tour stops for Concerned Veterans for America.
I was mentioning, and before the pause, that he uses these pauses to have to show some weight to his words, to emphasize his words, to make sure that there's this calling out the left-wing media, make sure that it's done in a very straightforward manner. He keeps his vocabulary very simple. He keeps his demands very simple. That people need to understand that this misrepresentation of his character has been fabricated, and this, of course, as nobody is flawless. Nobody is flawless. That's for sure. If you have people that can speak in your behalf and want to speak in your behalf, at least you have to give those people a platform. That would be the fair thing to do.
No one called me. No one asked about your conduct on the record or off the record. Instead, a small handful of anonymous sources were allowed to drive a smear campaign, an agenda about me, because our left-wing media in America today, sadly, doesn't care about the truth. All they were out to do, Mr. Chairman, was to destroy me. And why do they want to destroy me? Because I'm a change agent and a threat to them, because Donald Trump was willing to choose me, to empower me, to bring the Defense Department back to what it really should be, which is warfighting. So I'm willing to endure these attacks. But what I will do is stand up for the truth and for my reputation. False attacks, anonymous attacks, repeated ad nauseum, printed as nauseum, as facts. We have provided to the committee, Mr. Chairman, and I know you're going to share, on-the-record statement after on-the-record statement from people who have served with me, worked with me at Fox News, Concerned Vets, Vets for Freedom, you name it, from the top of the chain to the bottom, who will say, I treat them with respect, with kindness, with dignity. That's men, that's women, that's black, that's white, that's every background.
Notice what he said, how he said those words. What's interesting, how he makes sure to use an illustrator gesture, his hand, to emphasize this. All the people that he has worked with, and he takes his time between each of those people that he mentioned to drive the point home. Look at
Top of
this.
the chain to the bottom, who will say, I treat them with respect, with kindness, with dignity.
Notice that he says 3 words. I'm sure that he's not reading them. I'm sure that maybe if he didn't rehearse them, he knows the rule of 3. You always try to pack things in 3. In this case, it's 3 words. What are those 3 words? Well, respect, kindness, and dignity. He used 3 words. 3 words is always more impactful than 2, and 4 could be too much. 3 is a sweet spot.
Say, I treat them with respect, with kindness, with dignity. That's men, that's women, that's black, that's white, that's every background. I have prided myself as a leader of respecting people, being professional. That is the balance of mine. I'm not a perfect person, as has been acknowledged. Saved by the grace of God, by Jesus and Jenny. I'm not a perfect person.
Notice the pause. Notice the pause right there. You want to speak with power, you need to include those pauses when you want to drive the point home. When you want your words to have impact. You say, oh, Jesus, then when that you are talking all the time. Well, because it's like we have only 2 hours for this show. That's why I don't make so many pauses. But that is that he's an excellent speaker, not a bot. He's an excellent speaker and is extremely well articulate. He uses his hand gestures when necessary. He makes sure to keep his voice tone the same range. He uses very simple words, very simple vocabulary, but in a way that has impact. So far has been tremendous. I don't see how is he not going to be confirmed.
Acknowledged. Saved by the grace of God, by Jesus and Jenny. I'm not a perfect person, but redemption is real. And God forged me in ways that I know I'm prepared for. And I'm honored by the people standing and sitting behind me, and look forward to leading this Pentagon on behalf of the warfighters.
That is great. A great speech. A great speech. He expressed himself in a great way. And also we have this. Pete Hegseth, Jenny is his wife, as some of you are. Thank you in the comments. You are making it clear. Thank you, LC. Pete Hegseth, okay, I have this, just announced that thousands of troops who were fired over the experimental COVID vaccine. Sorry, I'm trying to generate the subtitles of this. Didn't have the subtitles. It's gonna be really quick. All those troops are going to be admitted back. Okay, will be apologized to and reinstated with pay and rank. Absolutely huge news. Let's hear it from himself.
Our standards will be high and they will be equal, not equitable. That's a very different word. We need to make sure every warrior is fully qualified on their assigned weapon system, every pilot's fully qualified and current on the aircraft they are flying, and every general or flag officer is selected for leadership or promotion purely based on performance, readiness, and merit.
You notice that he uses the rule of 3 words again. I mean, when I discovered the rule of 3 words, I discovered it in 2011, 2012. My mind just exploded. Something that you see everywhere. Once you see it in one place, you cannot stop seeing it everywhere. These are 3 words, the most powerful combination, no matter what you're going to say. In this case is
based on performance, readiness, and merit.
Performance, readiness, and merit.
Leaders at all levels will be held accountable, and warfighting and lethality and the readiness of the troops and their families will be our only focus.
I think he has done a great job. Again, he's a great speaker. Has so many of you are commenting in the live chat, but we have so many clips. This is ongoing. This is basically live. So of course we were not going to watch the whole hearing, but tomorrow I'm sure that we will have many more clips, and maybe the confirmation. When is it going to be the confirmation? I really don't know. But what I do know is that it is believed that he already got the votes needed. He already got the votes needed. But well, maybe the hearings were still a must. The hearing was still ongoing, so we will have more clips about Pete Hegseth's hearing tomorrow. And I would like to know what you think about this in the comments. Fire up! Live chat. Make sure that the hiccups that we had doesn't happen again. I got a couple other topics I wanted to share with you. Let me see, where are them? Where are those? Well, I got another video of Gavin Newsom. People were requesting another video of Gavin Newsom, by the way, but we're gonna be with Gavin in a minute. Before we need to address a couple of videos of your favorite couple. Who is your favorite couple? It's not Meghan and Harry. It's another favorite couple. Who is your favorite couple? It's not Lucy and Ricky. No, who is your favorite couple? Very easy question. Your favorite couple? Yes. Oh my God, I'm gonna get some flack for this. Gonna get some flack for this. We need to address some things about your favorite couple, Biden-Harris. Biden-Harris. The Biden-Harris administration, who has got 6 days left. There you go. This is longer than a day without eating. You know, so many people talking about intermittent fasting and fasting. No, one day without eating is long. It's long as F. No, not Meghan and Harris. Biden and not Meghan and Harry, but Biden and Harris. Biden and Harris. Biden sits and makes faces at the press as his handlers scream at them to leave the room following his wildfires briefing. Fewer than 7 days until Biden disgraces that room no longer. And you can see only with the map. You see there. Here's the epicenter of the Palisades fire, and you see the Eaton fire, and you see how this is growing from Santa Clarita to the north. Oh my God! And oh my God! Oh my God! What? No! All those multimillionaire. All those celebrities. Oh no, I hope that they have very long houses. I hope. Let's see what. Let's take a look at this. Oh, let's see. Kamala was there, and Kamala. We're going to be talking about Kamala as well. Let's see what is the brouhaha of this. What? What's this? Okay, they're telling everybody to leave. They're telling everybody to leave.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
They're being kicked out.
Thank you. He wants to talk.
They're being kicked out. And look at Biden's. I'm going to look at Biden's reaction. But Biden has the face. Biden has the face. I know that face. That's the face of a baby doing the second. You know, when the babies have that really focused gaze, and you see them that they begin to raise their shoulders, and they become a bit tense, and you all of a sudden maybe you have the luck of hearing the product of that concentration, something like that. Okay, maybe you don't hear it, which is worse, because then you know if it actually happened and you have to check. But sometimes you hear it, and yeah, that is the face of a baby going number two. Maybe Biden was actually going number 2 in his diapers. And, well, that's why they needed the press to leave. Okay, the president is going poo-poo, so make sure that you leave right now. It absolutely looks like that. You say that, yeah, he is worried. He's worried. It's like, who are all those people? Where am I? Where's Jill? Presidential diaper change? Urgent? I don't know. You know. And this is the face that grown men, and maybe men of his age, that's the face of, if you want to go, if you have to go, you have to go. It's that simple. It's that simple. If you have to go, you have to go. No other way. Better outside than inside. Right, Joe? I couldn't control that. You know that I can't control this. I haven't been able to control this since 2021. You know, make everybody leave the room. But let's not talk about Joe's poo-poo episode anymore. But let's talk about the bullet the whole world dodged. Kamala, it's turned. This was about Biden and Kamala at the same time. Simultaneously, Kamala to wildfire victims. I'm going to read this. I had to read this 3 times to make sense of this. I had to read this 3 times to make sense of this. Kamala to wildfire victims. It's critically important that, to the extent you can find anything that gives you an ability to be patient in this extremely dangerous and unprecedented crisis, that you do. What? What did I just read? What did I just read? I need to listen to Kamala saying this. I need to listen directly from Kamala. There's no way that she said this, or she did.
And so it's
the volume is so low.
critically important that, to the extent you can find anything that gives you an ability to be patient in this extremely dangerous and unprecedented crisis, that you do.
What did you do? Yeah. What did she say? What is this? Evelyn just became a member. Welcome, Evelyn. Evelyn just became a member of the Jesus Enrique Rosas show, of the Jesus Enrique Rosas channel. You will have access to the members only after shows, Evelyn. Welcome. So what is this? What did Kamala say?
And so it's critically important that, to the extent you can find.
You know that she's really trying to emphasize her words. I'm trying to mimic her body language so I can I don't know but feel. The hand is a bit difficult. Let me see, and I need the pen. How does she do that? How does that work? I don't know. I don't know how that works. It's so difficult to do this. And she's trying to emphasize a word salad. But emphasize such a word salad. A word salad such as this. It's like putting ranch dressing on a turd. Nothing good can come from this. Nothing good can come from this.
To the extent you can find anything that gives you an ability to be patient in this extremely dangerous and unprecedented crisis.
That you do. No. We dodged a huge bullet. 6 days. 6 days. This is the longest week of our lives. It seems that the elections were 2 years ago. That's how I feel. I feel like the elections were 2 years ago. How is that possible? How can time have so much elasticity? I don't know. I would like to know what you think about this in the comments. Let me fire up the live chat. See what you're saying about this. Hennessy stash under the chair. Super chat, Oscar. Super chat. Shoulders up, Kamala. It's Lizard. No, the Lizard, Mark Zuckerberg is not here. Yeah, ranch dressing on a turd. You want to use your body language to emphasize what? The word salad? No. Oh my God. And what I'm seeing something. I'm seeing something shared by Adam Townsend. What is this? I don't know if I can share this. I don't know. Let me see. How are we about time? Our our show has progressed quite quickly today, even with the technical issues. We got a video of Gavin Newsom as well that have been requested for a body language analysis. He is also rocking back and forth. Just let me check. And we're gonna go for that one. Okay. I usually don't analyze the same person twice in 2 consecutive days, but there are so many videos of Gavin Newsom that it's traditional girl. No more Gavin, please, giving me nightmares. Then pause, because we are talking about Gavin again. So many videos about Gavin Newsom. There's no way I cannot talk about him basically in every show. This is gonna be quick. You know that this topics are quick, less than 10 minutes, but this has been requested so many times through X. Remember to follow me on X, Kinesics. Kevin Dalton, knowing this interview was not conducted on a boat in choppy water, what would make Gavin Newsom uncontrollably sway back and forth like this? Let's see, because I have not watched this video. You're gonna watch me reacting live to this.
Governor, the budget is obviously a paramount process for you and the legislature, and I just want to ask you about something on the other end of the budget, on a different topic, on public safety. Do you think it looks good to the taxpayer for an assembly member who is also the wife of the Attorney General to lead a committee that oversees his budget and other departments?
I find it funny that there's a book. I always spy books, even if maybe those books are not his, but this is very funny. Hunger. Let's see what he read. I literally don't know. He says,
I literally don't know what you're referring to.
Assemblymember Mia Bonta is set to lead the Budget Sub-5 Committee on Public Safety. I mean, the Attorney General oversees ethics in the state, distributes ethics training to state officials.
I'm just telling you, I thank you for informing me. The legislature makes their determination. I have no idea.
You don't, is it ethical or
I
not?
don't even know what you're referring to. I'm here.
has no idea, but why the sway? But let's focus on the movement itself this time, because yeah, it's rather, let's not listen to the words or read the captions. Let's focus on the movements of the guy. He addresses the situation and begins to sway to the left, to his left, then to the right, then to the left, then to the right. And he closes his eyes in a way that, yeah, it's like he's dancing, and he's trying to think when he's going to stab you and how many times he's going to stab you as well. Look at that. Why does he sway like that all the way to this point? What was he doing? And you can see that he was not taking a step in that direction. He was leaning in that direction. Maybe just a quick half step in all cases. And then he goes back and forth and sways his hips as well. Does he have some kind of yeah, swaying and rocking can be a comforting gesture, Margie. Absolutely. That we saw that. I said that yesterday on my Gavin Newsom analysis. But it's also like he's generally unaware. I think that he's generally unaware. He has no idea. He has no idea what the journalist is saying. I'm going to tell you why do I think that he is looking around. He's hearing the information, and yeah, I think he generally doesn't have any idea, because he stops listening to her, I'm going to unmute this.
Committee that oversees his budget and other departments.
He hasn't blinked. That's one tip that I can give you. If you want to know if somebody has understood you, usually wait for a blink at the end of your request or at the end of your question. Blinking can signal that the brain has processed the information and is looking for an answer. In this case, he made a quick blink seconds before.
Member who was also the wife of the Attorney
Right
General.
there, and then he began looking away, and he didn't blink until after he said, "I have no idea what you said."
Committee that oversees his budget and other departments.
I literally don't know what you're referring to.
Assembly member.
I literally don't know who you are referring to, and yeah, he literally doesn't know what she's talking about, and then that's when he blinks again. After he says those words. So he was completely unaware. What am I doing here? What am I doing here? I just want to, read the teleprompter, smile, and he begins, of course, he has to start smiling the way he does.
Is set to lead the Budget Sub-5 Committee on Public Safety. I mean, the Attorney General oversees ethics in the state, distributes...
This. So some people have asked me if this is duping the light. People usually throw he's having a smirk or a duping the light. A duping the light is usually a fleeting gesture, and it's meant not to be seen by the person that it's directed to. Usually you don't see a duping the light facial expression when the person, in this case Gavin Newsom, is looking directly at the journalist, and we assume that the journalist is looking directly at him. So I don't think. In this case, it's much more blatant because we know there's a video of Tucker Carlson. He affirms that he is pretty sure that Gavin Newsom is a psychopath because he doesn't break into sweat. He doesn't mumble. He's never nervous. His breathing never changes. He is I don't know. He has no reaction. He has no fear reaction. And in this case, if he's a psychopath, which I'm pretty sure he is, he might not have the slightest problem in dismissing these journalist words just with a smile. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. And he just flashes that, just like that, on her face because he literally doesn't care. He literally doesn't care. Looking at the other books, if he can spot something interesting.
Distributes ethics training to state officials.
And then he does that, that expression with his eyebrows, in which, it's like that meme. It's like that meme that we have seen of the kind of the chat guy expression, like I'm better than you expression. Yeah, I'm sure about that, Zephyr K9. At least his presidential aspirations were flushed down the toilet with this disaster. Completely agree. Not a good time to smile. Not by a long mile, said Sila. Not a good time to smile. It's never a good time to smile, but somehow Gavin Newsom always manages.
I'm telling you, I thank you for informing me.
And how is this? This is not AI. This is not an edited video. This is an actual footage of Gavin Newsom talking about the fires. Talking about the tragedy. How can this happen if it's not being a psychopath? Again, that's a very short remark of his facial expressions that can be unnerving. I told you that more unnerving they are is because it has these facial expressions that don't go with what he's saying or the circumstances, and that dissonance is what says, hey, we have a problem here. But again, I would love to know what you think about this in the comments. Oh my God. The live chat. Oscar Legion Toft, super chat. One of the books is American Politics for Dummies. I agree with that one. I agree with that one. Oh, he is thinking about all the land that he's going to sell, says Barry F. Barry. He has already made some deals, Sam's Emily Joe. Politics today are full of bad Batman villains, says David Crawford. David Crawford. What else do we have here? We have a couple more topics. We have topics about the Montecito morons, by the way. About to highlight that right now. That topic. Let me see how we are on the topic side. We're on the topic side. Have covered quite some ground today. But we cannot say goodbye without addressing part of the. You know, Meghan and Harry are back. It's like they are back in town in the sense that there's so much to do, so much to say about them. Let's just make sure. Let me see how is the. How are the things around X? Just checking out the latest news, just in case I've missed something. Oh my God, Pocahontas, you're quite sure every general who serves should not go directly into the defense industry for 10 years, but you're not willing to make that same pledge? And Hegseth, I'm not a general, Senator. May save a couple posts in here. Yeah, Pete Hegseth is all over my timeline right now. All over my timeline right now. We're gonna have a lot of his clips. Tomorrow. Again, I think it's better that if I look for the best clips on Pete Hegseth and I just make some kind of best ones for tomorrow, but there's a lot all over my timeline right now. We can go back and talk about the Montecito morons, and this is what I tell you, that this is why sometimes AI is useful to make memes like this, shared by Beyond Aquarius. What a perfect picture to sum up those two, says, according to Task, disaster tourists. Yeah, look at me. This is what they are. It's not. Well, Harry, I have some complaints about Harry's face. I mean, in that used to be like 20 years ago, but the eyes spot on. No complaints. That is spot on. Also Meghan. Also Meghan's eyes is, yes, pretty much. pretty much the Duchess. Well, what is going on? People are talking about why was their show canceled. People were talking about why was their show canceled. And Lady C had this, let's say, information. I am informed that, contrary to the story being promulgated by the Duchess of Sausages, that the delay of the launch of her lifestyle series With Love Meghan from this Wednesday to the 4th of March was her idea. It was entirely Netflix. One of the things that I've noticed is that there have been this huge backlash. I think that Meghan was not meant to go out 17 minutes and pretend that she was helping people and pretend that she was with the victims of the tragedy. It was a full-on photo shoot, and anybody could see through it. So maybe Netflix decided to pull that at the last minute. No, this is not going to happen. They evidently strongly recommended that she use the intervening period to try to turn around the wave of unpopularity that has engulfed all of them, unbelievably to their surprise. One thing that I noticed that the day that was announced, that Meghan herself announced that she was going to delay the premiere of her cooking show, is that the first time that we saw that was according to one commentator. And you remember that I was live at that moment. I went to the source. It was on Newsweek, if I remember correctly. And Newsweek said, okay, this royal commentator says that, has the opinion that maybe Meghan is going to delay this. And I immediately dismissed that because it was a third party, a guy, you know, those YouTubers can make things up sometimes. But then, like 5 or 6 hours later, we got an actual confirmation on GB News from Meghan that she was actually delaying the show. So was this guy some kind of had telepathic abilities or something like that, like this? I think that Netflix was trying to, you know, test the waters. What's best for this? And I think that they went with this third party, this royal commentator, to test the waters and then make Meghan confirm for real that she was delaying the show. Because, you know, the backlash, people, this is not the best time. This is not the best time to do this. No, Meghan, this is completely wrong. And thank you, Marie Horan. Thank you, Marie Horan, for your super chat. Thank you for your super chat. They thought they might have problems owing to how toxic she now is, but they've been taken aback by the depth of feeling the public have shown. Someone who is Hollywood royalty told me, so what does she do? She goes and shows the public even more clearly what a goal she is by plugging in yet again to disaster the way she tastily did at Uvalde. You remember that. Once more tipping off TMZ of her and Harry's intentions to do their version of ambulance chasing. She posts up a storm beside the perfectly groomed Mrs. Gavin Newsom, then moves off to hug a member of her detail, all the while surrounded by the cameraman who had accompanied her. So fake! Everybody knows that it was fake. She's been rightly condemned for this deathly display of opportunistic limelighting, but at least she was canny enough to dress down, which is more than could be said for the perfectly groomed First Lady of California, who looked as if she was preparing for one of Anna Wintour's left-of-center Vogue magazine spreads. I gather the visit lasted all of 17 minutes, 5 minutes longer than the time spent with His Majesty the King with Harry across the Atlantic for that photo op. Does this couple have no shame? No, they don't have it. They don't have it. And one thing that we can be sure is that she's not doing this the right way, because she can be Meghan Markle. But the thing is that Pamela Anderson has a similar show coming as well, which people have pointed out the similarities between the two shows. And Pamela is doing a full-on marketing blitz on every possible morning show to merge it. This is actual marketing. Netflix must be pissed that Meghan has refused to do this. No, I'm over this. I'm a duchess. I don't do this kind of marketing. I go and I meet, the people who have suffered, the people whose houses have burned. That's what I do. I am a duchess. No, this is what you do if you want your show to succeed. Even if you're Pamela Anderson and you have a ton of fans all over the world, you have to do a marketing blitz. A PR blitz. You have to do that. You have to put in the work. This is absolutely necessary. I don't know how far can they go. There's also this saying that they're trying to renew the contract with Netflix, but I don't think that's going to happen. I do not think that that's going to happen because at the same time we have posts like this. Actress Justine Bateman slams Meghan Markle and Prince Harry for their wildfire photo op with victims of the Eton fire, labeling them disaster tourists. Meghan Markle and Harry are no better than ambulance chasers. What a repulsive photo op they achieved. They are touring the damage? Are they politicians now? They don't live here. They are tourists, disaster tourists. This has been, the nail in the coffin for that. Has been the nail in the coffin, especially for that cooking show. I don't know why, in all cases, if this would be in Netflix's best interest to delay this. Because the more they delay this, people still are going to refer all the way back to what they did, to this disaster tourism, to this trying to grift off people who have lost their homes, to be seen and be photographed in an area where not even the homeowners can access freely. Homeowners have to show their IDs so they can access these areas. And they just went with the mayor, I understand was the mayor of Pasadena, correct me if I'm wrong, to do this kind of tour. It's the karma that's gonna hit. But I was wishing that tomorrow we had the first episode of this. Again, what is the problem with that? Maybe Meghan could have kept her head down, and you say, I'm going forward with this. I mean, for so many people, life goes on, and if Meghan didn't do anything stupid, which is quite hard, by the way, it's not that Harry is going to help her with that, but he can help her with making things even more stupid. But you get the idea. But again, I would like to know what you think about this in the comments. Yeah, the mayor of Pasadena, I wonder what the salary and benefits are for that. What did she bring to the table? Donuts, it seems. Or Harry brought a donut. Let's see the super chats that I haven't read. A couple of super chats that I missed. See, the super chats are here. Anna Vogue, Pierre characters exaggeratedly stretching his arm forward to offer a cup of coffee. Thank you, Anna. I think all the other super chats are on. Already done. And remember, most probably I will have members only after show when this show ends. You can remember to catch this on Spotify as well if you use Spotify. I think we're done with all the topics for today. Let me just check. We should be talking about 6 or 7 topics daily. If I do everything right, if I have my rhythm down to a T, we should have 6 to 7 topics daily. And distributed on 4 channels. This is Jesus Enrique Rosa's channel on YouTube, the Power Pundit, the Sin Surgeon, and the Royal Rogue as well. So make sure that you follow me and subscribe on all 4 channels. And make sure that you subscribe to this channel because we are so close to 700,000 subscribers. 700,000 subscribers. You know that I have never had 700,000 subscribers on a single social media site. I managed to have 683 or 84,000 subscribers on a Facebook page. Was when I talk about body language in Spanish. I gained a lot of followers back in 2013 and 2014, before the Facebook apocalypse and the algo apocalypse of Facebook. And I reached 683, but ultimately Facebook decided to remove my body language guy page, and I, in haste, leaving Meta and Facebook for good, I deleted all my social media. There were a pain in the arse to deal with. 700K is when the universe reveals its secrets. I agree, Barry. I agree. Let's see what the universe has to say. Meanwhile, my body language buddies, my name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the body language guide. Until we meet on another video, another live, or tomorrow in episode 63. Remember the most important words: much love and bliss. Take care. Be safe. I love every single one of you. Bye-bye.